Abby and I are at the airfield with the awesome Bigfoot airplane. This is one of my favorite styles of airplane because they're generally very well rounded. I'm really happy to be here today. It feels great outside, and we're gonna put this awesome large airplane up on a maiden flight. We're gonna share that experience with you guys. If it goes well, then we may even have some race drone chase shots of this beautiful plane. Now this is unlike any that I've ever seen at this price point. So for this big of an airplane, under $200, it's a full-on 5-channel airplane with flaps, ailerons, all the works, a nice good sized plane, and lights on the wings. We've got navigation light, landing light. I mean, it looks really good. We've got the light up front here. This is a beautiful looking plane. I can't wait to turn this on for you guys to see the lights, and hopefully with the sun setting shortly, the lights are gonna look a little better on camera. Also, I just think this thing looks amazing. These huge bush wheels mean we're gonna be able to take off and land on pretty much even grass as tall as this, not mowed, and I'm super pumped to fly this for you guys. I have some really good news too. If this goes well, and I really think it has no reason not to, just know that this retails about $180, which I think is a spot on price, but for a very short time, if you use the link that we have in the description box below, right beside that link, we have a $20 off coupon code, which is exclusive to using our link, making this plane $160. You tell me any other plane that's this big that you can get for $160 and has all those features. It doesn't exist. So I'm excited to fly this for you because I want to tell you if it's worth that hard-earned money or not. Let's put this in the air. I'm really excited. Those lights look really good.
Look at the headlight is insane.
It's nice. So I'm gonna take off with half flaps, even though with this wind I don't need to. Get ready, because it's gonna take off fast, okay? You ready?
I'll zoom out.
Very short take.
Wow.
Let's just put our flaps up and cruise. This is looking good. All the lights on the wingtips look great. Now, I've got a strong wind behind me, so it's gonna look a little squirrely coming that way. When I swing it back around this way and put the nose into the wind, it should be awesome. I didn't even have to trim. I'm probably gonna have to trim some, but visually I just checked it out before takeoff, and yeah, look at that headlight. Isn't that sweet?
That's awesome.
Super bright lights, and it was so easy to install. So they had everything already wired up for you. All you have to do to build this thing, it took me about 10 minutes. I had the bolts, there's no glue except for the little decorative antenna on top, and the lighting, the wires for the lighting was awesome because I just had to plug a couple things in and then a Y harness, and on my 6th channel, the lights just plugged in to get power. So you need a 6-channel receiver. That wind is just rocking me. Just rocking.
It's like as soon as you took off, the wind picked up.
It's picked up, but that's okay because this is a big plane. It can handle it. Let's throw a roll out of here. Maybe not. I think I've got a weak battery. It's feeling pretty weak. So I'm gonna bring this in. That's a pretty not great battery. let me just listen to this 1 second. I'm gonna get it around one more time, then put it down. We'll do another flight for you guys because that's not a very fair maiden. I wanna be able to do a couple loops with this and some rolls and stuff. It's just not, yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it sagging down. Not a good battery. That's an older one.
That's our fault.
That's okay. That's okay. You guys are getting a nice double shot maiden flight here. Let's bring this down. Don't need flaps. Wow, that wind is keeping me up in the air. That is a very unique wind, Abby. Wow. Okay. Oh, little bouncy, little bouncy. That's some funky wind going on.
Yeah.
But we're on the ground, so let's put it back up in the air. Let's do this again and hope for better battery results. Guys, I tested it on the ground. I held it at the tip of the rear wing and I full throttled it and it just, you could hear it just sagging down. So bad battery. You know, some guys.
It doesn't come with a battery though.
No,
that was our battery.
No, it was our battery. Some guys would edit that stuff out. I just kicked the flaps off. And I like to include the full real experience. Here we go, let's do a roll. There we go, oh, nice. Let's do a snap roll. Woo!
Wow, that was good.
I knew this would be fun. I knew it would be a fun plane. We're gonna do that again this way, are you ready? Yo!
Wow.
Yeah. This is just on 3S juice too, guys. I mean, it is a fully capable plane. Now, I like to include that stuff because that's the real part of the hobby. I had a bad crap battery. Here it is, early springtime, getting out of long winter. And sometimes, even though our batteries are storage charged, hey, they've just had their cycles. Can we knife edge? A little struggle, but kind of. You know, you eventually have bad batteries. You just recycle them when you're done with them. So we'll recycle that one. We're getting much better performance on this battery. We're gonna do a climb, okay? Which is a full throttle climb. Here we go. You good on that, Abby? Mm-hmm. And then let's just kind of edge over there. Nice, the wind is a little funky. There's 0 throttle. I'll give it a 0 throttle pass on the next one. It flies really well, Abby. You're gonna love flying this. If we have any race drone shots, I think people are gonna realize you were flying the plane and I was on the race drone.
Yep.
There's 0 throttle.
I fly. If this is the first time you've ever tuned in, I fly.
Look at that. Starting to stall, so I would like to do a flap.
I love that headlight. Like,
it's nice.
That's gonna help me fly a lot because I struggle with orientation. So seeing the light on the front of the nose, that's gonna be really nice.
We're gonna hit full flaps, which is gonna provide a lot of lift. And nose into the wind, I wanna see how slow this puppy will go because I love to fly low and slow. I'm just about a quarter throttle right now. Look at this. Oh, look how slow that pass is, Abby. And I don't feel like it's losing any altitude at all. Let's throttle up for the bank, raise the flaps back up. That was beautiful. That was just beautiful. Yeah, let's do some figure 8 patterns now. This is a sweet plane. The first experience I ever had with Arrows was the Marlin, that jet, the 4S jet, and that was just really crazy wind knocking me there. And it was just a rock solid RC jet for a dime too. Now this, I think at 180 bucks is a pretty good price, but knowing that you can get it for 160, I mean, that's so cheap for this. And it went together in 10 minutes. This is better than any of the
I love that there's no glue necessary. I like that.
I like being able to do this stuff with it. And that's just fun. That is just fun. It's solid. It is built really well. I like a plane that goes together easy. This one went together real easy. We're gonna go up and snap it. Oh, nope, didn't have enough airspeed. Abby, get ready, it's going over our heads. There's my
That's okay,
my
I should have zoomed out, sorry guys.
I just knew I had to kind of recover easily. That wind is so funky with Death Valley. That was not really a full intentional loop.
It's called Death Valley for a reason because the wind's down there.
Yeah,
crazy.
The wind is so funky. It flies well though. Abby, there's completely hands-free. You know what, I need to trim it up. It does roll a little. With this wind, I'm not really trimming it because I know I'm fighting it the whole time, but I know Abby's getting ready to fly here. I gotta trim it up for you. It was rolling some. I didn't even touch trim this whole time. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It just looks so real.
I really like it.
And then you want to do something fun with it, you can, you know? We haven't even done a regular loop yet. Let's do a nice loop with the wind behind us, this isn't gonna look great probably. That was all right. I just kept my airspeed up. I think it looked good. We'll do one with nose into the wind. Now you watch, it'll probably be a sloppier view.
That's good.
Yeah, nice. I mean, we could just roll on loop all day if we wanted to. This is an awesome plane. So I still own 2 Tundras, and they take up a little bit of room. I think that I'm probably going to be replacing one of my Tundras with this, because my Tundras, look at that wind.
That pushed you.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of followed through with it.
Yeah.
With that wind off that lip, look at it out there.
Yeah,
that is just there. If I had a glider, I could soar.
I'm a little nervous now.
Day right now, Abby. What you're going to want to do when you're flying it is keep it high up. And just be ready to.
I can do high.
If that nose starts lifting, just kind of commit to the loop and follow through.
No,
you're going to be just fine. You're gonna be just fine.
Just need the wind to die down. We came out here this late in the evening because usually the wind dies down.
That's right.
It has picked up.
It has, but what an awesome plane. Truly, I mean, I'll help you. I'll help you on the landing on this one and stuff. I mean, you can do it. It's got these giant wheels, really tough landing gear, but
let's all remember what happened when I flew the Tundra the last time I ever.
There were 2 Tundras in the air.
Well, I think I've flown it since then, but like the last legit time I flew that.
I also want to point out this flight time is rocking compared to that first battery. It's just a huge difference when you have good batteries versus cheap bad batteries. And sometimes we get our hands on through trades or whatever, some cheap batteries. You never know how they've been treated. And yeah, and I mean, hey, when I was starting off, I was pretty rough on batteries too. That might have been one of my earlier batteries.
In that description box, we'll link our recommended batteries that we're actually not using today, as well as a charger, a transmitter, and receiver combo that you need to get this up in the air.
Well, you know, I kind of want to switch the battery connector on this plane.
Yeah.
It's an XT60, which is awesome, but I've got a preferred battery now. And it'll be linked down there, but seriously, this is awesome.
You almost putting the wingtip on the ground on that pass.
I think I probably should land.
You're at 6 minutes?
We're doing pretty good here. Yeah, that's a good flight time for this big guy. I left my LiPo alarms at home because Abby and I recently cleaned the car. Let's just do a half flap landing. I don't need any flaps probably.
You're landing right now?
I'll commit to one more. Let's go around again.
You gotta tell me.
You're ready.
I wasn't sure what was
we were talking about ending the flight, so I thought,
all right,
let's end it. Isn't this a beautiful plane, Abby?
It's a beautiful day to fly.
Beautiful day to fly, beautiful plane. That red and white looks so good. I kind of come in a little fast with that wind. I kick those flaps on, get my lift.
Half flaps or full?
I did half on this just because I want to come in under some power. I want to make a better landing than that last one. There we go.
Very nice.
I'm very happy with that. The first one, imagine trying to land a plane where you're full throttle and you're only getting about like 15 to 20% juice back from it. That's how I came in with that first landing. I knew something wasn't good, you know, and I was pretty confident it was the battery, because I know sometimes when I come to the airfield, I bring a handful of older batteries, and when I turn the camera off and Abby and I are wrapping things up, she's putting the camera away, or maybe I'll put the camera away. One of the two of us will continue to fly on our batteries to test our batteries, to keep flying and having fun. We don't just fly for the camera. We come out here and have a great time. As a matter of fact, yesterday, I brought one of my jets to the field to fly, and Abby brought one of your favorite little trainer planes.
Yep.
We had a great time flying together, but not on camera. Anyway, well, this plane turned out to be a really awesome, kind of like a bush plane. I love the giant wheels. I love how high off the ground the prop sits, and don't those lights just look really good? That's a good looking bright airplane, and I've been flying planes for a long time. When I'm laying on the couch at the end of the day and watching a show or something with Abby, I'll pull up websites and I look at different prices, and I'm always on websites to try to find good deals and cool looking planes. I've never seen this big of a plane, this style of a plane at that price. I think 180 is very fair. Even at 200 even, I think that's fairly fair.
But with our coupon code
that's
down
right.
in the description box.
I don't know when you're watching this. 160 is amazing. I don't know when you're watching this video, but as long as it's within a couple weeks of the release, that coupon code should work. So click our link and pair it with the coupon code and pick yourself up an amazing plane going into this spring and summer. It's time to grow the collection. I like this thing. My collection can't grow. Now I have to cycle out least favorites to keep things. And this one is going to take place of one of my Tundras. All the good stuff is linked in the description box below. We'll have an entire setup for you guys, especially if you're new to flying. We'll have radios, batteries, chargers, everything that we'd recommend to be paired with this setup, like Abby said in the flight video. Before you go, I want to say a huge thanks to all these names that are scrolling by right now. These are our major supporters of the channel. Without them, without you guys, we could not do what we do and bring this content to everyone for free. Before you click away, I want you guys to check out this video that's popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. See you there.
Bye!